This is Electric Universe Eyes, and today I'm going to read you a story. First, though, I just wanted to say thank you. I've had my channel for about a year, and I'm just doing crazy experiments in my lab, which is just my garage. So I'm nobody. I'm nothing. I'm just curious. Anyhow, the conversation on my last video spawned somebody talking about donations, and I just got my very first PayPal donation ever. It's 2019, April 4th, $20. I wanted to say thanks, Jesse Lang, you rock, awesome, and John Pershing for even talking about it, even talking with me, even looking at any of my crazy videos. Anyhow, okay, thanks. I'm excited. So I'm gonna go buy some more equipment. I have a vacuum. I'm gonna get some stuff put together. So I appreciate that very much. Let's continue on with another one of these comments. Reminded me about, they were talking about the turtle, and it reminded me about a movie called The NeverEnding Story. I hope you've seen that movie. I saw it as a kid. I don't know how old I was. I was a really young kid when that movie came out. But what I want to do is read you this story because the archetypes in this story are fantastic. I never read it this way. I just remember watching the movie. But I'm going to read this to you. All right. If you don't know what the NeverEnding Story movie is about, it's a 1984 English language, West German epic fantasy film based on the novel of the same name by Michael Ende, about a boy who reads a magical book that tells a story of a young warrior whose task is to stop a dark force called the Nothing from engulfing a mystical world. The director of that movie was Wolfgang Peterson, did a fantastic job. So what I'm going to read you now is the NeverEnding Story and what it's about. All right? It's not the whole book, but you're going to have a synopsis. Here we go. Upon discovery that the Empress is dying, Atreyu, the boy warrior, is summoned to find a cure. The Empress gives the Auryn to Atreyu, a powerful medallion that protects him from all harm. At the advice of the giant turtle, Morla, the aged one, Atreyu sets off in search of an invisible oracle known as Ualala, who may know the Empress's cure. In reaching her, he is aided by a luck dragon named Falkor, whom he rescues from the monster Ygrimmul the Many. By Uyulala, he is told the only thing that can save the Empress is a new name given to her by a human child, who can only be found beyond Fantastica's borders. Wow. As Falkor and Atreyu search for the borders of Fantastica, Atreyu is flung from Falkor's back in a confrontation with the four wind giants and loses Auryn in the sea. Atreyu lands in the ruins of Spook City, the home of the various wicked creatures. Injured by the fall and stranded in the dangerous city, Atreyu finds the wolf Gmork, chained and near death, who tells him that all the residents of the city have leapt voluntarily into the Nothing. There, thanks to the irresistible pull of the destructive phenomenon, they have become lies in the human world. The wolf also reveals that he is a servant of the manipulators, the force behind the Nothing. They wish to prevent the Empress's chosen hero from saving her. Gmork then reveals that when the princess of the city discovered his treachery against the Empress, she imprisoned him and left him to starve to death. When Atreyu announces that he is the hero Gmork has sought, the wolf laughs and succumbs to death. However, upon being approached, Gmork's body instinctively seizes Atreyu's leg in his jaws. Meanwhile, Falkor retrieves Auryn from the sea and arrives in time to save Atreyu from the rapid approach of the Nothing. Falkor and Atreyu return to the childlike Empress, who assures them they have brought her rescuer to her, Bastion. But Bastion decides to take over Fantastica for himself, and yet he is stopped by Atreyu, whom Bastion grievously wounds in battle. Anyway, I don't know if you are getting the same story that I'm getting as I read through this. If you've watched any of my past videos, I think you understand what I'm trying to say here. Read that. See if you can tell me what those archetypes, who these characters may portray. Specifically, who do you think each one of these characters are if we had to say they were planets or a form of a planet, which were also called stars in the past, right? Anyway, crazy good times. Appreciate that donation. Let's do some crazy electricity stuff soon. Bye-bye.